This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Tracy Ellis Ross is crying because she didn't get married or she never had a baby and she's 52 years old. Well, I mean, she's in a different class. She doesn't have the same problem a lot of women have, okay? When you get into your 50s and you haven't found the right one, she's also rich, right? And that helps. It makes it different for her because she could date a younger guy and he's probably more open to it. You know, I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth, okay? And she has more options, okay? She has a lot to offer, money-wise. And, I mean, she seems kind of cool, so, like, you know, somebody would like her. And, you know, I just don't think she's open to being with anybody. You know, some people are their own worst enemy. Guys, girls, they're always looking for, like, the perfect person, you know? But you know what? You got to pick the person that is like your best friend. You don't get along with your best friends all the time. You don't get and you differ in views, you know. But you want someone that's your best friend that you can really trust and rely on. You gotta be open to that. If you're always looking for this person makes me feel like this, but this person makes me feel like this, you know, not everything's gonna be perfect, but that perfect person will be perfect in your eyes. You gotta open your heart to it, you know. And allow the universe to take action. You allow God to bring this person into your life, you know. And you know, I used to be doubtful, you know, but I found the perfect one for me. And I'm not saying like, oh, you know, everyone can find them. I'm just saying you got to be open to it. And I had to really like, you know, you have to like really when you feel like, okay, this person's like pretty good, you know, you gotta like seek it out a little more, you know, seek it a little deeper and give yourself a chance to find love and find the person that you can trust. I don't think she ever did. A lot of women now are getting, specifically women, are getting bad advice to like, oh, if he doesn't do this and this, get rid of him. You know, it's like so quick to throw someone away, you know, instead of like giving someone a complete chance. You know, someone doesn't show you their true self for like a few times, you know, like they have to get comfortable, you know, that they're cosplaying for who they think you want them to be at first, you know, sometimes, you know, so you got to like be open to that. But she's not open to that. You could tell she's very stuck in her ways at the same time. And it's also hard to find somebody because she's also famous, you know. I'm sure it's harder, you know. Anyways, it's sad, you know, but she is being open about it, so that's good. Diddy, it looks like he's going to postpone. They're going to postpone this trial for 2 months to allow Brian Steele to get caught up and allow his legal counsel to get caught up because, I mean, the trial, jumping into a trial in May next month would be pretty drastic. Probably needs to see a lot of discovery, do a lot of research and prepare for the case. Find angles. Drake. So Drake is in his case against UMG now includes what was said in the Joe Budden podcast. He's taking what's being said in podcasts, what's being said on streamers, finding certain blogs that might have gotten paid to really push a narrative. It says on 176, it says in June 2024, the one podcast stated not only Kendrick Lamar used bots, I knew he did, in a podcast clip posted on the 23rd of 2024. Continued, y'all don't know that Kendrick used to be just first time miraculously that Drake record ever. You know, it was bots. Bots was part of it. But bots is just part of how most of these labels get attention on things, though. And it's kind of obvious when people use bots. Basically, that's what they were just saying. And they're like, yo, you didn't know? It's true. It's true. That's just how things are. Before we get into that other thing, I want to get into Boosie and his daughter. So his daughter was booked in Indianapolis. Boosie now says, oh, you're going to take money from my daughter? Now it's going to cost 4 times that amount to get me in Indianapolis. Bro, they're fine without you going to Indianapolis. That's not a real threat, bro. Now, the promoter explained everything. It sounds like his daughter was acting entitled. They were trying to appease her, and she wanted to fight them. She thinks she's a dude, I think, because like Boosie's so aggressive. Maybe he's taught his daughter to be aggressive. This is what the guy says.
I'm to get it right. Boom. All right, cool. This costs this much. We go to the hotel. I go get my braids done. You know what I'm saying? We about to do the promo. I pull back up to the hotel. She's sitting in there in the room. I'm like, what up, Ivy? What's the word? She like, what up, sicko boy? I just talked to her manager and let him know that none of the people locked in for the slots. So we were going to create an opportunity, and I was still going to pay for it. If I handed you that money, right, like I said, and it was $450 cash that I handed you, but it was $80 for what you said you wanted, I said, okay, Ivy, here's $450. That $80, I'm going to put that towards that. She said, okay. When I come back and I said I put that towards that, she like, nah, you only gave me $450. I'm saying she thought that over a small situation, because maybe from the South or maybe they don't do math that fast, or I'm not sure what exactly it may be, but she didn't understand that I wasn't playing with her money. And I tried to explain it, and she flashed out, nigga. You was supposed to have my money when I got off the plane, nigga. Nigga, get mad. She want to get some, you know what I'm saying, something to get her right. Boom. I'm looking at her like, hold on now, like the money's here. I just put it on the table, and mind you, my uncle, I just had like $2,700. Long story short, it was $190 short cash. She didn't even let me get the opportunity to talk about the money that was coming in the door or nothing. She just, oh, and this short right here, and flashed out, took it to the max level. Then she went as far as to tell me, matter of fact, get the fuck out the Airbnb until we start Twitch streaming. You see what I'm saying? When she said that, I'm like, okay. She pushed me, put her hands on me. You see what I'm saying? Now it's different. We done came down here, supply job with car, ride. We paying y'all money. All you gotta do is just sit and judge our artists, blah, blah, blah. And you tweaking on me about a misunderstanding, basically. And like I said, it's not something that I escalated with her. Unc came back up the stairs like, hold on, nephew, what's going on? I'm like, they in there tripping right now, Unc. And I'm already past it, because if I would have put my hands on Ivy, if I would have pushed Ivy, it would be a totally different story about a miscommunication. I'm looking. So at this point, nigga, fuck us, fuck it. I say, get this bitch. That come out of my mouth after past anger, because mind you, I'm not even a disrespectful person. I don't even call females bitches. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta be mad. At this particular time, Junior Boy, her manager, after he didn't say nothing the entire time, grabbed my shirt. Now we standing here at a standstill, grabbing each other, looking at each other crazy. Now it done escalated past just talking. You see what I'm saying? To where it's no more of a point where this is even a miscommunication. She done. So at this point, nigga,
nap time. Broke. Ain't got money. Ain't got no back end. Niggas just ain't got money, bro. Just broke. Janky promoters in nap time, bro. Like, I'd rather y'all take my shit than take my daughter's shit, bro. So, I'm not coming back to Naptown. It's over with for Naptown. Appreciate all the love y'all showed me through all the years, but I'm not coming back to Naptown. It's over with. You want me back, nigga, gotta pay that time for what they took from my daughter in Naptown.
Please, they didn't take anything. Boosie, you're out of line, bro. And then Boosie gets in the comments, bet boy. Come on, Boosie, they should have known he was coming. Stall him out, Debo. Someone says, y'all communicate and give homie a chance to make it right. Yo, his daughter was wilding out, man. She's probably high. Come on, man. Boosie doesn't even, like, show love to his daughter. He was dissing his daughter on live at one point. You know, it's like, come on, man. Boosie, you disrespect your own children, man. How you supposed to, like, whoa, Boosie really means business. Come on, man. Stop. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Boosie's out of his mind sometimes.